Corvallis, Oregon, in the house Ocho Cinco and Hushmanzada built. Reser Stadium, home to the Oregon State Beavers. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels, taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon State Beavers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Beavers will boot it away to start the game. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the UNLV Rebels return team didn't help matters out much there. Here he comes, and any time this guy touches the ball, and he will touch it plenty, a bolt of electricity just goes through the stadium, David.
And they'll feature him. They'll give him the ball, like you said, a lot, early, often. And he's a guy that can make game-breaking plays. The offense is built around his ability to run the football, Jesse, make big plays for this offense.
Yeah, he really shoulders the load, right, in more ways than one. The offense goes as this guy goes, so it's... This one, they get him going early and often.
Now on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback moving. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that's the first sack of the day, but I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back, and they get after quarterbacks.
Pressure coming. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Slips through the line. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Oregon State's offense will have its first possession of the game. And if these two guys wind up getting matched up, David, we'll see what wins, speed or force.
Yeah, and you love to be physical and set the tone, and this linebacker does that consistently. Now, Jesse, keep it up with the speed on the other side. That's a different animal.
Might be different, but we're going to see this receiver.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Beavers!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with that.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the catch. It's Dahl. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Pulls it in. It's McDaniel. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that 1st down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the 1st down marker. Get in there and get it.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The Rebels want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires and picked off. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Touch pass on the run. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
And it's no good. He missed it. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. Got it behind the line. It's Stout. Offense lining up quickly.
Picks up 9. 2nd down.
Handoff from the shotgun. Running with power. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off for the third time today. Got some room to run at the 30. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Beavers! And they take it in for 6 more points. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires on the run. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give from the gun. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Flips it out to the back. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on 1st down, 2nd down, and 3rd down, as you saw right there.
Got it in the middle. It's McDaniel. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just inside the 35, 1st and 10 from the 34.
For the offense.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Clements. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. He's looking to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. That's a good run to give them some breathing room. Pick up a 3 out to the 5. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
And now on third down, shadow of their own goalpost, needing some breathing room. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Oh, gave the defender the business. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll go with a direct snap. Crosses the 35. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets him up, makes the big play out to the left.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. They'll run the screen. At the 45, on its way. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. And the Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in there.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
The Beavers line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. If I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Buys a little extra time. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
That pass is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Complete to the left. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. Looking left. And the timing just a hair off.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Stout. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And the short completion brings up 2nd down. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Open space at the 25. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. And the Rebels are rolling down the field. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he could not get loose on the run.
Well, trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Complete. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. The throw to the outside is complete. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
2nd down.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll try to do it himself. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's got it on the move. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
And the ball is picked off. Didn't find much room on the return, but now they are in business and poised to strike from the 25. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Keeps looking downfield. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet, so keep fighting. Going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. An offensive showcase, yes, but it's been those dynamic running backs who have set the pace. I'm curious to find out if this ground and pound approach is going to continue into the second half, or if one of those defenses will actually show some pride. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Rebels will kick it away to crank up the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Bust through behind his pad. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Makes the grab. It's Wallace. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. The Beavers decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. They cut into the deficit the last time they had it, forced the punt, and now they can really make this a game.
And you're right back in this thing. You're creating some momentum. You got the score. You got the stop. This offense, Jesse, has a chance now to make this an absolute barn burner of a ball game.
Yeah, it's one play at a time, though, right? You're not going to get it all back in one play. Just go out, do your job, execute, keep this thing going down the field. And if things go well, like David said, we've got a game.
The Rebels are in the hurry-up. On third down, going up top. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt-covered unit. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
He'll toss it. Just plowing down the field. And he caught that pitch in stride and was off to the races. A big gain and a first down for this offense. To the ground. He's got it again. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the...
Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State. And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a touchdown pass covering 28 yards. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tony.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy completion. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Now, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. He's got great speed. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Beavers. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll run the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. He's going to pass. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
Quick strike complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. They're trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. They'll try the run. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Caught in the backfield, it's Spears. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes the connection. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
41-yard line. Now, a 4th down.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. They'll run the sneak for it.
That's another Beaver.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Beavers are on the move. Looking to go up top on first down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
He's going to let it go. And it's picked off at the goal line. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. First down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. And his first pass is incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense.
Afterburner's coming. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. A first down for the offense. He wants to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Clements. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Grabbed over the middle, it's Abraham. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Pass on the way, it's picked off. Looking for more room. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last play.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on fourth down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the fourth quarter.
And that is an excellent punt as it lands out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stick. This offense, I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And the pass hits, picked off. Got room on the return. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing.
He'll take a shot. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
How about that? The mindset of the offensive coordinator. You got a really big lead. You're sitting really pretty, but I think this is just about rubbing your nose in it and trying to make bigger plays down the field, but the defense finally got a stop, and they need some more of those and some big plays to get back in this game.
The Beavers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
In situations like this, offensively, when you got the lead in the 4th quarter, when you got to run the ball, you go back to the runs that you have the most confidence in, that you can execute in.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes with the return, and he coughs it up inside the 20. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job of ball security.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. And they're able to get him down, but not before he gets to the 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense got the stop there on 3rd and 1. Let's see if they can do it again here on 4th and inches, David.
I just got to find a way to fall forward, be physical.
Touchdown, Oregon State! And the pummeling has started. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away. Couldn't connect on that last play. Now 2nd and 10 from the 42. They keep attacking through the air. Catch in the middle. It's Abraham. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes a catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Looking to pass inside the red zone. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Stout. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. The Rebels have it with a 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Final minutes, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. They want to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long, so let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back